Welcome back to Islamic Motivation. In today's video, we will be diving deep into Islamic inheritance law, also known as Fara'id, which outlines the just and balanced distribution of a deceased Muslim's estate among eligible heirs. It's a system rooted in the Quran, Hadith, and Islamic jurisprudence, ensuring fairness within the family. Let's start with the key components of Islamic inheritance. The deceased, al-Muwarith. This is the individual whose estate will be distributed. Heirs, al-Warithun. These are the relatives entitled to a share of the estate. Estate, al-Tarika. These are the assets and liabilities left behind by the deceased. Before the estate is divided, there are a few preliminary obligations that need to be fulfilled. Funeral expenses. The costs associated with burial are paid first. Debts, settlement. Any outstanding debts of the deceased must be cleared. Execution of bequests, wasiyah. If the deceased has made any bequests in a will, up to 1/3 of the estate can be allocated to non-heir beneficiaries. This is done after debts are settled, but before distribution to the heirs. Now, let's break down the primary heirs and their respective shares. Children, sons. Each son receives a share equal to that of 2 daughters. As mentioned in Surah An-Nisa 4:11, for the male, what is equal to the share of 2 females. Daughters. A single daughter receives half the estate, while 2 or more daughters share 2/3 of the estate. Parents. Mother. She gets 1/6 of the estate if there are children. If no children exist, she gets 1/3. Father. He receives 1/6 if there are children, and if there are no children, he may receive the remainder after other heirs are allocated their shares. Spouses. Husband. He receives half of his deceased wife's estate if there are no children, and 1/4 if there are children. Wife. She gets 1/4 of her deceased husband's estate if there are no children, and 1/8 if there are children. Siblings. Full siblings. If only one full sister exists, she gets half the estate. With 2 or more sisters, they share 2/3. If brothers and sisters inherit together, each brother gets twice the share of a sister. There are some conditions that affect how inheritance is distributed. Debts and bequests. Debts must be settled and any bequests honored before distribution. Exclusion of heirs. The presence of certain heirs, such as sons, can exclude others, like brothers. Disqualification. If an heir causes the death of the deceased, or if there's a difference in religion, they may be disqualified from inheritance. Unborn children. If a woman is pregnant, inheritance distribution is postponed until the child is born to determine eligibility. There are several key hadiths that highlight the importance of inheritance. Hadith 1, Abu Huraira, R.A. reported, "Give the shares of inheritance to those who are entitled to them. Then whatever remains, it goes to the nearest male heir." Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 6732. Hadith 2, Abdullah ibn Abbas, R.A.T. reported, "A person who deprives an heir of their rightful share of inheritance, Allah will deprive them of their share in paradise on the day of judgment." Sunan ibn Majah, Hadith 2703. Hadith 3, Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, RRA, narrated, "It is better to leave your heirs wealthy than to leave them dependent and begging from others." Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 5354. Let's consider a practical example to clarify the distribution. Imagine a deceased individual leaves behind a wife, 2 sons, and 1 daughter. The wife receives 1/8 of the estate because the deceased has children. After the wife's share, the remaining estate is divided among the children. the sons receive twice the share of the daughter. So, in total, the estate is divided into 5 parts. Each son receives 2 parts, and the daughter receives 1. Islamic inheritance laws aim to promote fairness. Clear distribution guidelines ensure each heir gets what they are entitled to, preventing disputes. Maintain family harmony. With clear-cut rules, family conflicts over inheritance are minimized. Prevent wealth hoarding. By distributing wealth among multiple heirs, it ensures that wealth doesn't concentrate in the hands of a few. In conclusion, Islamic inheritance laws are designed to maintain fairness, justice, and harmony within the family. They ensure that wealth is distributed in a balanced way, following the divine guidance from the Quran and Hadith. If you have any questions or need clarification, it's always best to consult with an Islamic scholar or legal expert. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Drop your questions in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.